God, what's going on with my hair? Guys, this is what I get, huh? For not doing it after a shower. It's all messed up and mushy. Uh, what's up, guys? So today I have a story time for you. Oh, story time. Always the best part of life, getting to listen to a story, do random things. But today, because there's been a lot of excuses I've given, but today I'm gonna tell you the truth about how I got the scar on my side. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it's like right here. It's a little bit darker than the rest of the skin. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys about how I got that. So, alright, so starting off, I'd have to say I was about 7 to 6, around that age area. Oh, nice. Forgot to turn off my phone. But I was about 7 or 6, that area, that age area. And I was with my two other cousins, who I talk about a lot. My cousins Joey and Raymond, because we're the trio. But we were all just messing around in the yard, and it was pretty funny because at first we were just like running around and we were playing, like we were battalion guys in the military and stuff. Because when we grow old, when we're done with high school, which my cousin Raymond is graduating, but when we're done with that, we plan to go to like the military services, and I think he said he's gonna try out for the Navy, not try out for the Navy, try and enlist in the Navy. So yeah, but anyways, we were playing outside, right? And my cousins found like this little step stool ladder, and we put it next to our fence. And we were being cool, and we hopped over the fence a few times and then hopped back. But come around like the third or fourth time, fourth or fifth time, one of those times, when I was going over, um, I felt really confident, right? So I'm up there, I'm like, yeah, let's do this, grab onto the bar, and I start going over, and as soon as I get like stomach over, my hand slips, and I fall on my side. Boom! And I just remember feeling a sharp pain and then lifting myself off the fence and going back inside and putting a band-aid on. And I was like, I'm fine, but I'm kind of tired. Let me take a nap, So then I went in. Yeah, I know. I'm a crazy little kid. I said, let me go take a nap after getting stabbed. But I went to my room after putting a band-aid on. Well, I was in my parents' room and I told them I'm gonna go take a nap, And so I went into my room to go take a nap, and my parents were like, what the hell, So they come into my room and they're like, what's wrong, like what's going on? And they thought I had done something like dumb or something, and so they're like, what's going on? And I'm like, nothing, I'm fine, trying to like not worry them. And then my dad, he grabs me on my side and he's like, what's wrong, And at the time I wasn't feeling any pain, but when he grabbed me, he like squeezed down on my side, and I let out like this cry. It was my battle cry at the time. I was like, ah, But I let out a cry, and he was like, whoa, what's wrong? Like, where are you hurt? And he lifted up my shirt, and all you see is this big old like circle, like that big, on the side of my like stomach area. And my mom pretty much lost it right there. She was like, oh my god! And my dad's like, what happened? What did you do? And at this point I'm crying because I didn't want to say anything. I was like, I tried hopping over the fence and I slipped and I hurt myself. I'm sorry. It was hilarious. But yeah, so they got all freaked out and stuff, and they ran into the car, and like everyone somehow found out automatically, and like my cousins were crying, my sister was crying, my eldest sister was hugging my other sister, telling her like, he'll be okay. At the time my brother wasn't living with me, but I'm pretty sure if he was, he would have been crying too. But But yeah, so my cousins were crying, and my uncle and my aunt were crying. So it was a big thing, you know. And on the way there, I was like, I'm tired. Let me go to bed. Let me go to bed. And then my dad's like, No, you can't fall asleep. There's reasons you can't fall asleep. So we get to the hospital, and um, and they're like, What happened? You know. And my parents, I tell them what happened, and they're like, okay, well, we have to get him into um like a room quickly, you know. So they put me in a room on a bed and they check me out and stuff, and they're like, well, he's not bleeding outside, so he has internal bleeding, so we're gonna have to go in there and make sure he didn't hit any arteries or anything, you know. So they put me in this room, right, and it's one of those rooms where like the curtain goes all the way around, and so they put me in that room, and I'm sitting there like, oh my god, what's going on? What's going on? You know? And my dad, they told him like, you can't, like, you shouldn't be in there. You know, this is gonna be kind of hard. And my dad's like, no, I want to be with my son. I want to be with my son. You know? And my dad's a Marine, so I'm like, let him in. He can handle it. You know? But he's sitting there, right? And he's sitting there and he's holding my hand. And the doctor's like, okay, well, we're gonna check. And he sticks the finger in, right? And I swear, it was like the doctor was like, hey, I can fit more in here. He puts 2 fingers in, and my dad just faints. He's all. And then the doctor's like, nurse, nurse. I was dead. But yeah, so he does that, and then he's like, all right, well, you didn't hit any major arteries. A little bit farther in, you would have hit it, or a little bit more to the like left or right or something. He said you would have hit an artery, but besides that, you're perfectly fine. Uh, yeah, except for a big old hole in my side. He's all, you're gonna feel a little sting, right? So he grabs a needle and he pricks me around that area to numb it, and then they put me asleep. I think, I don't know. I'm not really clear on this part, but they put me to sleep, and they stitched me up, and and at this time my dad's finally waking up, but he took a picture of it, and he's like, and when I woke up, he goes, Mijo, look. And I'm looking at it. He's all, it looks like a scorpion. And I was dead. Right? Now it just kind of looks like a circle because it all kind of stretched into its natural form, I guess. But yeah. And then they were like, you know, you'll be fine. We have to keep you here overnight just to make sure everything's fine. You know, make sure like you don't fall asleep so we know everything's okay. But after that, we can send you home and you can fall asleep and stuff. So, you know, I went home the next day. Everything was fine. My sisters were like, "Oh my god, I thought you died." I was like, "I said I died. Don't worry about it. It's okay." You know, my cousins felt bad. They were like, "We were the ones who told you to hop over the fence. We're sorry." And it was just hilarious, man. It was a scary experience, but it was pretty funny. You know, and I mean that teaches you a lot of stuff. Like, don't do something if if you don't know. Well, only do something if you know you're going to be safe. If you don't know you're going to be safe, or you have the risk of hurting yourself, don't do it. Unless you're like professionally trained and stuff. But yeah, other than that, just don't do anything that you can hurt yourself, and always be careful. That's the end of this story, but yeah. One more thing I left out was like, you know how I said earlier, like, my dad was like, you can't fall asleep because of reasons. Well, while I was leaving the doctor was like, well, it's a good thing you didn't fall asleep or anything, because if you fell asleep, you could have died. And I'm just sitting here like, my own damn tiredness could have killed me. That's freaking amazing. But like, what I don't know. Yeah, it's another thing I forgot to put in there. Yeah. Anyway, so if you like that video, God, I sound so desperate right now. But if you like that video, go ahead and hit the like button. Oops, wrong side. Right there. But yeah, if you liked it, hit that like button right there. Right there. God, I can't get the fingering right. But yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, and if you want, turn on post notifications so you know when I upload something. But yeah, I'll probably be doing more story times and some comedy skits and like probably post a few singing videos on here because I like singing. But yeah, so if you want to know more about that, just subscribe. I'll be posting updates about what I'm gonna do, and when I start getting more into the feel of it, I'll start probably spanning out what I do. I might add some gaming in the mix. Oh god, I didn't even realize that my chair was all the way up. But I'll probably still add some like gaming in, and then when everyone gets kind of comfortable with it, I'm gonna start vlogging and everything. But yeah, so that's the end of this video. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.